Hello, Augusta Massey. Welcome to Online Computer School.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. So here at Online Computer School, we love to promote great talent and great professionals like yourself. And you are a consummate entrepreneur and the managing partner of Massey and Associate Law Firm. Your website is masseylawvegas.com. You are specialized in business litigation, bankruptcy, among other areas, and you help people build successful and profitable businesses. You are also a judge at the Small Claims Court in Clark County, Nevada, and you are an author of 3 nonfiction books as well, and you also have online courses. So please tell us more about your work.
Thank you so much. And so I think you've covered a lot of it, but I really enjoy helping businesses start and grow successful companies. Especially right now during the pandemic, a lot of people have been able to finally look at this lifelong dream they've had to start something. My clients know that I say this all the time. Things don't go wrong, they start wrong. And
Okay.
so I'm going to say that again. Things don't go wrong, they start wrong. And so it is so important that when you're birthing something new into the world, like a company or a business, that you have the right legal help. That
Okay.
is what makes you profitable, because you don't want a situation where someone sues you and takes all your hard-earned money and all your time, blood, sweat, and tears. And in essence, they steal your legacy, because your business is not just for you, it's for your family, it's for your community, it's leaving a legacy for people to remember you because you solved a problem that people had and you got paid for it. And that's what business is all about. So I do that, and then I also have the privilege of being a pro tem judge in small claims court in Clark County. And I just love doing that because I get to see men and women come in who have disputes and they can leave with a solution or a resolution to their problems, knowing that they had their day in court. And I just try to make sure that everyone is heard and that they are treated with compassion that they deserve. Every human being has the right to justice, has a right to be heard, has a
Right.
right to be treated with respect and with human dignity. And
Right.
so that is what
Right.
we try to,
Have a,
promote in court. Yes.
sorry. Everyone have a right to due process, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's right. And so you said, yeah, things doesn't things start wrong. So I like that quote. I don't know if you can say that again. Is that
Yeah. Things don't go wrong, they start wrong.
correct? Things don't go wrong, they start wrong. I will remember that. That's so true. That's so true. And
Yes.
you've been recently honored one of the top 100 lawyers in Las Vegas for 3 consecutive years. Congratulations. And you've been also recognized as one of 15 women in business and politics by the Urban Chamber of Commerce. You give talks, you serve the community by volunteering, and also you give time to yourself. You love to dance, to travel, spend time with your family. So please tell me more about what motivates you to keep always moving forward.
That's such a great question, MD. And for me, it's really gratitude. Gratitude that I am alive, gratitude that I'm here. For people who don't know my story, I'll give you a bit of a backdrop.
Sure.
I don't want to make anyone cry today, so I will just skim over it. But, as a young girl growing up, I saw my dad killed when I was 13 years old.
Oh
We
wow.
eventually left, my home country, came to the United States thinking
Wow.
we were going to have a fresh start.
Wow. I'm so
And,
sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for that.
thank you. And so we thought we are going to have a fresh start. A couple of months after we arrived, my young brother, who was just 12, was killed by a drunk driver. She
Wow.
was drinking and driving in the afternoon. He was coming home from school. She hit him and his friends 89 feet into the air. He died in the hospital a couple of days later. And so the only reason I shared those stories is not to say, or for someone to feel sorry for me, but to say, I know what that life is short. When people say life is short, I understand that completely, especially when you think about a 12-year-old who no longer is here. And
Right.
so I am grateful every single day that I get to be alive and breathing. And so
Right.
those things motivate me to continue to do and volunteer in the community, because at the end of the day, those are the things that we remember. I remember my dad and all that he did and how he helped people. I
Yeah.
remember my brother, how he was so charismatic and made people smile even at such a young age. So those are the people that I carry with me, and I think about their lives and all the things they're not able to do that I am, and that motivates me every single day.
Yeah. That's. I'm so sorry for your loss of
Thank you.
your dad and of your brother. And I lost my dad too in 1999. But like you said, gratitude, and so that's how you heal, and that's the advice you're giving to people, right?
Yes.
Like be thankful. Is that right?
Yes, be thankful, because there are people who are not here today. And
Right.
and I think we got this lesson again with the pandemic, right?
Right.
There are
Right.
people who didn't make it. So the fact that you're still here, at least from my perspective, you're winning.
Right.
And winners, continue going. And
Right.
so I feel like we're all successful if we still have another chance, another day to do better and be better.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for sharing that with us and wishing you all the best. So right now, you are organizing the annual gala for the Las Vegas chapter of the National Bar Association. So tell us more about that event.
So, I know I wear many different hats and I do a lot of things. I am also the president of the National Bar Association, the Las Vegas chapter. And so, the National Bar Association is the oldest and largest association of predominantly African American attorneys,
Wow.
um, judges, paralegals, and all of that all across the country. And we have partnerships internationally as well, from Africa to, wherever you find the diaspora. And
Mhm.
so the association, at least for our chapter, we have been in existence for 40 years,
Wow.
at a time when lawyers were not even being accepted to the bar,
Mhm.
African American attorneys. And so this year we're celebrating 40 years of just serving and being in the Las Vegas community. And
Wow.
our scholarship gala is our annual flagship event. This
Okay.
is where we raise money to help law students who are in law school, to help them offset a lot of the expenses. As
Right.
many people know, law school is not cheap.
Yep.
And so we are raising this year 40,000 for 40 years to help
Wow.
as many law students pay for tuition, books, and as much cost that we can help them with.
Wow, that's a great cause. That's a great cause. So the event will be on October 16, 2021 at the Orleans Hotel Casino in Las Vegas. Don't miss it out. You can get your tickets, become a sponsor of the event, or you can donate by following the link below. So, so you also publish books and you have several online courses to help business owners. So please tell us more about your books and your online courses.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to just share some of the work that I have done. The first book that I wrote was Lawyer Up, and it was for lawyers who were trying to figure out, how do I start a firm? How do I be successful at doing it? And so
Wow.
after I wrote that book, a lot of my clients were like, what about us? You only wrote for lawyers. We start businesses. How do we do it? And so the second book was called Boss Up: How
Okay.
to Start and Run a Successful Business. And again, I'm always so keen about starting because, like I said, things don't go wrong, they start wrong. So your
Right.
foundation is so important. And this book is to help you make sure that you start on the right foot. And then the last book that I wrote was actually from two workshops that I had done on visioning. I think for us, a lot of us, we lack vision
Right.
and we don't dream big enough. We don't think big enough.
Mhm.
And so before you do anything, you want to make a decision. So you decide.
Right.
Next, you dream. And in dreaming, that's where vision comes. And then after that, you do. So those are the 3 Ds. You decide, you dream, and you do. And your dreaming, the vision helps you see this beautiful picture so you know where you're going, you know what the end goal is, and then from there you can reverse engineer it to actually achieve your dreams. So all those books are on my website, mylegalbestfriend.com. Feel free to utilize those resources.
Wow, thank you for sharing that, to writing those books for everyone to read, and for creating those online courses. So if someone want to reach out to you, what are the best places where people can find you?
You can find me on my website. That's usually the first place I send people to, www.masseylawvegas.com. That's for, my legal website. If you want to get my products and my course, it's on mylegalbestfriend.com. And then I'm on social media. You can find me. I'm very active on Facebook. I haven't really gotten into Instagram and Twitter, but very active on Facebook. You can find me Augusta Massey. And then on LinkedIn, you can also find me Augusta Massey Esquire. So those are the 2 social media handles that I use often. And I hope you connect. I look forward to helping you or answering any questions as best as I can.
That's awesome. I will add all your description in the video below. So I really like your work, and I think you are an amazing rising talent. And thank you so much for taking the time for joining me in this interview.
Well, thank you so much, MD. It has been my pleasure to be here with you. And I wish you all the best as you continue to do this great work for our community.
Thank you so much, and please come back.
I will.